Hello and welcome to Firefall Live. My name is Tony and we have got an awesome show for you guys today.
Awesome.
It's awesome. It is jam-packed, full of good stuff. We're going to be talking about picking your perks. We've got a new Pick Your Perks segment. Very excited to show you guys which perks we're going to pick for the Mammoth. We've also got some Red 5 news, some updates. And we're also doing the announcement for the Do You Even Art Bro winner from last month. Very excited. Yay!
Yay!
Also, really quickly, there was Faded Pez posted in the forums earlier this morning. There was an announcement today, and I will be addressing it at the end of the show. I know chat has already been talking about it, so we'll be talking about it at the end of the show. If you could, during QA, if you keep the questions related to Firefall or Red 5 development, that'd be great. Because, like I said, I will be talking about it at the end of the show, so hold on to your pants. We got a long show. I don't know what that means.
Hold on.
As always, I am joined by Faded Pez, Frank Lettieri, and Zivas Sarah Roberts. How are you guys doing? Are you holding on to your pants?
I'm holding on to my pants.
Really, really holding on.
Yes.
Holding on hard.
Good.
Do I have to do the whole show like this?
The entire show, you cannot lay a finger off of those pants. Damn it. That did not last as long as I thought it would.
Defy you.
There's no way. Yeah, we're defying you today.
Damn it! I have no power.
Mutiny!
All right. How are you guys doing?
Great.
How was your weeks? Good? Good weeks?
Yeah.
Sarah, big news for Sarah in Sarah's life and in mine. Sarah, you're getting married in October
I am.
of this year. And, well, we already knew that. But the big news, the even bigger news, the best news.
Way more important than the wedding.
Is I am honored. Sarah asked me to...
Be the maid of honor?
Yes!
He's gonna have a dress. It's gonna be beautiful.
No, I'm not the maid of honor, you jerk.
You were just taking forever to get it in there.
Oh, God. She asked me to marry her. And, well, not her.
I proposed to Tony, you guys.
Oh, my God.
I'm getting married to him. It's gonna be a three-way marriage with his wife Meredith and I.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it's gonna be different. No, I'm an ordained minister. I married a couple of my friends before. It's not what it sounds like ordained minister. Ooh, it took me like 2 seconds on the internet to become an ordained minister. So
wait, you're telling me I can wed people?
Yes.
Literally
by spending 2 minutes on the internet. I mean, because I could have done this for like.
Let me tell you what's involved. You put your name, you put your address, you put your email address, you click send, done. They literally send you a certificate of ordained ministership in your email.
Can you also be a boat captain? Can you do that to be a boat captain so
Why
you can
not?
wed people on your
We're
ship?
all boat captains now.
And we can wed people on our ships.
I would get seasick. I'd be barfing everywhere.
Okay. You were actually late today because someone barfed on your car.
I was gonna say like big news for Sarah. I'm like, are we about to talk about what happened to her car?
Yeah.
Okay, so to fill you guys in, I was worried I was going to be late today because I walked out to my car and what I could only assume was a pterodactyl took a massive, huge poo all over my car, and I was like, this is gotta go.
I don't believe her.
So it was
We
huge.
didn't get pictures.
It was eating away the paint on my car. I had to take care of it, but I'm here.
You're here. You made it.
We did not get pictures.
You survived
Pterodactyl
the massive
poo.
pterodactyl poo.
2014.
Wow.
Anyway.
So we're going to move on since we've wasted the first 3 minutes on craziness. We've got some Red 5 news. We patched to stabilization this week.
Yes.
Which means
patch BTS. Yes.
Yes. So that will be coming live next week.
We hope.
We hope. It should be coming live next week. So there's a lot of changes with this patch, especially to all the battle frames, mainly Electron. Electron
all the battle frames.
Well, almost all the battle frames. Yeah, there's a ton of like changes to battle, like little tweaks here and there.
Maybe like there's a few.
There's a few changes to the battle frames.
To some battle frames.
There is a ton of reworking on the Electron though.
Yeah, the Electron got its design pass.
Yeah. So when we're doing a design pass, Justin Hansen kind of sits down. He's really in charge.
He's not
of that,
the
right?
only one, really.
No, he's the only one. He's the only one who gets credit on this show. That's it.
J Money,
Who
Hansen, the Rainmaker. Kevin Abbott also helps out with these as well.
Oh, sweet. All right. So when they're looking at the Electron, how do they deem how to? I'm going to interview you as if you are xenogenic. How do they go about making these changes? Like what happens to the point where they're like, okay, we've got the Electron, it's in game, we've gotten some feedback, we want to make these changes. How does that process kind of happen?
I wish I had a good xenogenic impression right now.
I know.
Like,
Just say that you're not impressed with your shit.
I'm not
Yeah.
impressed with your bullshit.
I'm sorry, Xenogenic.
I just make it rain.
That's all Xeno does.
That's all he does. It just makes it rain. All right. So, what Justin does? So, like, they'll sit there and look at the frames. We read the forums for feedback and stuff like that. And then he'll sit there and say, okay, well, it looks like there's a lot of stuff going on with the Electron. Let's tackle that. And what they'll do is they've played. So they also, like, Justin, John, and Kevin also created these battle frames. So they played them, play tested the hell out of them. So they know how they work. Right. And then they'll be like, okay, well, this is what people are saying about the Electron in open world. I'm going to go in and play it again, like start a whole new character, start clean slate, and do it again, and play for like a few weeks straight, and then he'll also start a forum or a thread on the forums,
Okay.
Asking Electron players. I mean, because really, like, the Electron players are the stakeholders when it comes down to this change.
Right.
So
because if like you don't play Electron all the time, you might not know exactly what you want or have.
Yeah.
Exactly. Give the proper feedback, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, they're the key stakeholders. So it's like, what would improve the quality of your frame? So the community will go in there and post all kinds of either suggestions or feedback, either or. So basically, you get down to the root of like what the trend is saying, like what most people are saying, and then say, okay, I'm going to make this adjustment, and then what he'll do is after he'll make some adjustments in the design build,
Right.
and test them out, make some adjustments, and then he'll come back into the thread and post again and say, here are the changes I'm making. What do you guys think? And then
cool.
people will respond to that. So, and he did the same thing with the Nighthawk last patch. Mm-hmm. So the Nighthawk got its pass, and he did the same thing. And he's like, okay, guys, here's what I came up with. And the Nighthawk players were largely happy with what they got. There's still some sort of feeling that execution's not nearly as good as Power Field for the Raptor, but it's a step in the right direction.
Okay.
For players. So with the Electron, what we did, I think what Justin did was he slowed down the rate of fire.
Right.
So it fires once per second, but he also bumped up the damage from 200 to 400. So it does 400 effective DPS. Previously it did 333. So you got a damage bump on the Electron there. The alt fire, a lot of people complain that it moves very slow. So when you fire the alt fire, it's just like this slow ball. It's hard to line up your shots when all the mobs are moving fast. So he sped that up, and it does, I think, 80% of weapon damage. So he sped that up on the shock rail. Boomerang shot actually is really cool now. So boomerang shot, when you launch it, it damages enemies as it passes through it.
Right.
Well, now he kept that, and it also shields allies when it passes through.
That's cool.
So it was like, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
And then Bulwark he changed to be more of like sort of like Healing Wave, where it's just like it emanates out from the player and it shields the player and then any allies within 6 meters.
Okay.
So you don't have to like launch something at someone and then detonate it to shield your friends. But
right.
We left that in as a crafted component, so you can get an optional component in the crafting process to create the old kind of Bulwark.
Gotcha.
Very
Gotcha.
cool.
If that's more your play style. Yeah.
And the Bulwark and Boomerang shot shields stack currently.
Okay. So when we're looking at new Battleframes, it's not like we just redid everything. Like we just threw out the Electron. We're making little tweaks here and there to try and make it the best experience possible.
Some things do get completely redone. So when we did the Dragonfly rally got redone. Execution, well, it used to be execute shot. Now it's a rate of fire buff. The passive for the Electron changed so that before it was failsafe. Failsafe was when you get down to 25%, you just pulse out for like 600 damage or something like that. And people were always a little iffy on like, well, like can't really feel that, that's that useful, right? So he changed it so that it works similar to the Dragonfly's passive now, where when you deal damage, It increases the effectiveness of your shields, your shielding abilities. And then when you shield someone, it increases your rate of fire. So
Nice.
you got that duality of like supporting your allies through shielding, and then that also in turn helps you deal more damage.
Awesome. Well, these sound like a lot of good changes the team has made, Justin and K-Tav.
Yeah, yeah.
So thank you. And it's those changes are now in PTS.
Yeah.
So if you haven't gotten into PTS, definitely check that out, our public test server. If you don't have it, you're gonna have to wait until the patch.
One thing I wanted to talk about with the PTS is the new run animation that people saw in there.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that's the final version.
That was a nervous laugh you had there, Sarah.
Because I was
Talking about
noticing-
run animation. Oh, okay. Then you scratched your beard. I saw it.
No, so I think that's something Edward Bowman, we had him on the show, he's working on.
Right. It was a while ago we've had him on the show.
Yeah, a few months.
Yeah,
Maybe he was the first guest of the year or something like that.
something like that.
But and then Lucas or Chubtoad posted in the forums saying, "Hey, it's not done, but what the goal of that run animation is to make it so you could tell that you're going faster. It's part of delivering the experience of moving quickly on foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to feel that you're putting that extra hustle in.
It's not a finished animation right now, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be disabling that before it goes into production. So it's not going to go into production like that. But
Right. Okay.
Feel that shift key.
yeah,
I want power with my shift key. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and jump into that's about all the Red 5 news that we have
nothing's going on this weekend.
for this week. And that is all the Red 5 news except for this one big piece of news that I forgot to put in my stupid notes. Good call. That's why I have you here, Frank. That alone. This weekend we are experiencing. We are having another Battle
Baby.
Frame weekend.
It's like it's an epidemic.
We are
and
having
we're experiencing it.
Yes, we are experiencing
experiencing
a Battle Frame weekend. Not really sure what's happening. No,
Run Amber Alert for Battle Frame Weekend.
Amber Alert for Battle Frame weekends. That's a terrible.
That's terrible.
That's awful. Can't believe you said that. This weekend we have Battle Frame weekend, and the Battle Frame for this weekend is the Mammoth. We've been talking about it. We're about to do Pick Your Perks for it.
Man myth.
The Man Myth,
Yes.
because it's a man.
Myth.
No girls allowed. No, you're allowed. I'm just kidding. That's a horrible thing to say as well.
Wow, that would have saved Sarah a lot of headache yesterday.
So this weekend, pretty awesome. You get when you play, it's unlocked for everybody, even if you don't have it. And if you don't have it, you can buy it at a discounted Red Bean cost. It's pretty
Yeah.
awesome, and a super high XP boost, 50% XP.
50%.
Yeah.
I think that goes on top of like if you're a founder or a starter.
That's
it goes.
huge.
It adds to that bonus, and then it adds to any temporary boost you apply to yourself.
That's a lot. That's a lot of XP boost bonus there. So jump on this weekend on the Mammoth. All weekend starting at 4 p.m. today, and that 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time today, and that lasts until Monday Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. as
Actually,
well.
it'd be Pacific Daylight Time. So another thing is Sunday is
yeah.
daylight savings time.
Oh, yeah.
So many times. I hate all of the times. Yes. So Sunday we change Pacific Standard Time, so we go an hour forward.
Yay.
Holy cow!
2 months before the rest of the world does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. So on Monday is basically Monday U.S. time is your last time to get on that Mammoth. So play all weekend. Just play all weekend, and you're gonna get all the XP you can get. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome. And you get to play the Mammoth, which is a really badass frame, and it's a fan favorite.
It really is. It really is. I need to play that more. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into Pick Your Perks.
Yeah.
And because in celebration of Mammoth Weekend, starting today in mere hours, we're going to be We're going to be doing Pick Your Perks for the Mammoth. All of us have gone in-game and figured out which perks we would play to kind of fit our play style out of the awesome perk system that K-Tab has been working on.
Yeah.
So let's start with Sarah. Why don't you tell us your perks and why you chose them?
Well, I was inclined to say that Mammoth is OP, so I don't need to pick any perks.
Damn, boy!
It's true.
But I picked some anyway. So I went with Power Surge, which is activating an ability heals the user for 15% of their max health, which I figured, try to use those abilities anytime you can.
Yeah.
Might as well take a boost to your health.
Makes sense.
Kill Stealer, because I like to be a jerk like that. Increases damage against critical targets, which are targets below 30% health by 20%.
Yoink.
So
Yoink.
there's nothing more gratifying than just being like, finish him, and just like.
Can we talk about this for a minute though?
What?
Like the way our quests and our missions are signed up or hooked up is that if there's like kill credit, you only get credit for like the killing blows. So that is like the ultimate jerk of like doing kill credit missions.
Yeah.
That
Be
really
like
sucks.
yoink.
Yeah.
Like oh my goodness.
But I'm just picturing this in like PvP.
Oh yeah.
That was my main.
That's good.
My main drive.
Out in Sunken Harbor.
Was murdering people. So I enjoyed doing that. Next is Fully Loaded. Increases magazine and total ammo capacity by 20% because it never fails. The worst timing possible, you will have to change your clip and you run out of ammo, and it's so frustrating. So wanted to avoid that. Next is Physicist, which is reduces warm-up time for weapons that need to warm up by 10%.
That's a cool
Which,
one.
same kind of thing, like the faster I can shoot, the better. And then the last is still kind of with that, and I also love the name. Man Hands.
Man hands.
Man Hands. Increases reload speed by 17%, which is same thing as before. It's always, the universe works out, it's the worst time possible for you to have to reload, so
true.
might as well do it faster. And those are my perks.
Okay. All right. I like that. I see what you're working with. Frank, what are your perks?
All right, so I got a bit of overlap. Actually, I probably have overlap with both of you, considering I saw
good.
both of your perks. But I only picked 3
Oh.
because
Oh, snap.
whatever.
Watch out, we got a
Because I'm not
badass
good.
over here.
Because it's true. That's all you need, really. So I picked up Power Reserve, so you get the heal every time you hit an ability. Every time I'm watching Mammoth TV, I get a heal.
Got it. Mammoth TV.
I remember watching the playtest, just like sitting there, like Kevin, what is that? It's Mammoth TV, man. It's like, what are you watching? It's just Mammoth TV.
Just flipping through channels.
Just checking out what's on Mammoth TV. You can't shoot through it. It's OP. It's like, oh my god. Rapid kinesis module from the Electron. So that's faster HKM charge up, or you need like 40% less time to charge up your HKM, which
That's a good one.
like Tremors, like seriously.
Can't go wrong. I know.
Yeah.
Is that something we could talk about too? Tremors, like.
Tremors is the shit.
So I started doing game capture for the Pick Your Perks, but I ran out of time yesterday, so I didn't get all of ours. And mine was just going to be like Tremors. Like, I do remember when Justin was designing Tremors and when he first testing it out, every hit, when we were first testing out the HKM system, every time you hit something with, like, every bullet was 1% charge. So the Mammoth having like a 350 magazine, you could have 3 HKMs go off in one.
Awesome.
That's intense.
So just sitting there like, we would just, I soloed the tornado in like 2 minutes. Like,
Way to go, Zeno.
but I remember him tweeting something about it. He's like, oh my God, I just pressed the button and just started laughing maniacally. It was just... So yeah, Tremors. I love Tremors. It's one of my favorite abilities.
Yeah.
And then
One of
fully
my favorite movies, in fact.
Yeah.
It's one of
That's
my
a really
favorite
great
movies
movie.
as well. That's a great movie.
The Kevin Bacon perk. Very good. We're renaming it to the Kevin Bacon perk.
I like that.
And fully loaded, which you get from the arsenal. Obviously, increase the ammo that you're holding because you're spraying and praying.
Okay.
Unless you have a
I like
1,000
that.
quality weapon.
Spraying and praying. I like that. Okay, so yeah, we definitely had a little bit of overlap. So I went with I try to get as much out of my perks as possible. I did not only have 3, I went with freaking 5 because I tried to really stack on as much as I could. So rapid kinesis assemblage, of course, I love tremors almost as much as you do. Maybe not as much as you do. You really love tremors.
I do. It's really fun.
It is, and I want that. I want it quicker.
Yeah, I
So-
saw someone say a cord Markfold or a cord Arcfold mortar is better, but Tremors is fun, man.
I like Tremors. I like the way it looks. It's my kind of thing. Hero. I love the idea of this. You get to stay alive for 5 seconds after death, immune to all damage. You're basically like a zombie. It's like a zombie perk. Even though I'm at 0% health, I'm alive for 5 more seconds. And with this frame, you can do a lot of damage in 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You shouldn't die. That's all I'm saying. You're just sitting there like, you shouldn't get to the point where you're dying as a mammoth. Ever.
Bro, it's just just different play styles. That's what that is. Your play style is staying alive. Mine's dying. Play style's not working out for me. I also chose Combat Vet. It increases my reload and my weapon switch time by 15%. Because a lot of times I like to switch weapons a lot. I like to go from my primary to secondary. And the reloading, like you said earlier, I think that's where we kind of overlapped, is reloading speed is really slow. So you really, I need a perk to pick that up. Necrotic Bite, increased damage to humanoid targets by 10%. Again, different playstyles, I suck. And so I need all the help I can get when I'm shooting players to get me some extra boost in damage there. And quick pivot service, it's no secret, that frame is pretty slow. So this helps my run speed out 0.5 meters and the sprint speed by 5%. So that, for me, would be my perks. I need to be able to run in, do some more damage, run out, and if I do die, I'm gonna be a zombie for 5 seconds while I kill you.
A wrathful zombie.
I remember yesterday after you sent your perks and I emailed you and I was like, no, your perks are wrong. There is one thing. No, they're wrong just because I know your playstyle and there was one thing I know I was expecting to be in there and it was not in there.
Here's the thing. If I were actually, okay, so I'm trying to put these perks in here as if, you know, I'm trying to help out and see if people don't know about a lot of these perks, shout out some of the perks that we don't have. But let's be real. Every one of my frames perks is gonna be melee. That's it. Like, I'm always going to have melee on all of my frames.
See, yeah, no, the method, the approach I'm taking is just more of like I'm having fun with it.
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to min-max my frame or make the best out of it. I'm just trying to be like, I think this would be fun.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
And maybe sometimes like you want to do something quirky or weird, like to try and show that off. I don't know. I haven't really thought of anything yet. But
I feel like my general idea or theory for any perks in any game really is a boost on health, then a boost on damage, and obviously melee. I first obviously melee. I always choose health first, though. That's just like because the way I don't really play strategically a lot. That's just not my fun. Like, I don't have fun playing strategically and popping in and popping out. I like to run right into their faces and just run and gun kind of style.
You know, it's so much better when you can just pop in and be like, ha, gotcha, and then run away.
No,
I
don't know. I like going Rambo on people, you know?
It's so gratifying when someone tries to shoot you and you're not there. You just dodge for cover.
isn't that how I took your head off in that one duel we had on Lost in New Eden?
I don't know what you're talking about. The video doesn't exist. The files were corrupted. No one knows what you're talking about, Frank.
As you're sitting there shooting my decoy?
I know. I thought I had you. I was like, headshot, bitch, yeah! Why isn't he dying? Where did you come from? Why am I dead? I was so pissed. Decoy. Gotta awesome. Awesome. So, so that was Pick Your Perks. Once again, this weekend, starting today in 5.5 hours, is going to be the Battle Frame weekend for the Mammoth. Again, if you already have it, you still get the XP boost. If you don't have the frame, you can try it out for free all weekend long. You get the XP boost, and if you like it, you can get it at a discounted Red Bean cost.
Tony will
which is
deliver
awesome.
it right to your house.
Yeah.
I will pick up the battle frame and fly to wherever you are on my magic carpet.
You have a magic carpet?
I want one.
I can't.
Can
talk
you show
about
me
it.
the world?
Yes. Can you show us the world?
Indescribable feeling? Is that how it goes? I don't even know.
Not going into that. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to be doing a live Q&A right here, right now. If you don't, right now, in a few minutes, it's going to be on live.
From the future.
Damn it! Live.red5studios.com, port 9810. Again, keep your questions, please, if you could, to Firefall or Firefall development or Red 5 updates. Because we will be discussing that at the end of the show. So we'll be right back.
Yep.
Bye.
For too long, man was trapped, chained to the ground. Hunted. We will continue to fight and die. Destined to fall unless we evolve. Hello and welcome back to Firefall Live. Once again, we are about to do our live Q&A right here and right now.
Oh, wow.
I know. If you haven't already, join our TeamSpeak. It's live.red5studios.com, port 9810, and you have a chance to get on the show, talk to us. How cool. I need to put my
How'd you know I
earpiece
wasn't
in.
on? Oh, you didn't have your earpiece in, of
No,
course.
I did not. So, Frank has already got a whole pool of callers.
We do.
Let's pull in our first one.
Dang Frank.
Dank Frank. I like it.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
It's awesome.
What's up, guys?
What's
What's
up?
going on?
Nothing much. This is my first Friday in a while. I've been off work, so decided to drop in.
Everybody with the
Heck
Fridays
yeah.
off?
Enjoy your day off.
I will.
What can we do for you?
My question is, I'm interested in PvP,
Yes.
and I'm wondering if there's going to be any kind of release of, like, are you guys going to tell us anything about how the mechanics are going to be going on with that thing?
I hope that we could share some information with you. Unfortunately, it's still we're still prototyping like very basic stuff with that right now. So and the tests are like super chaotic and unstructured right now. We're just testing very basic functionality, getting base like structures and buildings in there. Yeah, no, unfortunately, I have nothing to share with you right now, but
Well, I mean, we are working on open world PvP.
yeah, the open world PvP.
And that's coming this year.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
Basically, I'm just seeing a lot of community posts on the forums about, their speculations on how it's going to work. But
Yeah.
they don't really have a frame of reference to like speculate within. So
Yeah, I know.
and I know like
Sorry, go ahead.
you guys are saying it's going to be potentially on the PTS by the end of the quarter, right? So that's the end of this month. So is that still on schedule? I guess.
Potentially, it may be a little behind. I'm not sure where we're at, but I know that we're not quite there yet. There's still a lot of work to be done on it. I know that there's a lot of questions out there, a lot of speculation, and unfortunately, I can't help drive those discussions because I don't want to give people information and drive discussions a certain way, and then that information changes. So
Yeah, sure.
and that just that hurts what we've communicated out. It hurts. It changes a lot of people's perceptions. It changes the nature of the discussions. So we're trying to be careful to make sure that we know what exactly it is before we communicate out to you guys on what it should be.
Cool. I understand. Sounds good.
Sweet, man. Well, thank you for calling. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, it sucks because like I know open world PvP is a huge thing. And
So Phobos just confirmed it will not be on PTS this quarter.
okay.
In chat, Phobos is in chat. But yeah, it is a big thing, and we want to get it right.
Yeah, and a lot of people want to know about it, but it's like we can't. I want to know about it too.
Yep.
Mr. Youngblood, I have questions. No, I'm just saying, like, we don't have the information really, so we don't want to drive discussions in certain ways
Totally understandable.
without the information, and then that's just not going to be cool.
Damn it, Zimbab Ganja, you're right. I didn't ask where he's from. I'm slacking.
All right. Damn it. Goodness.
Who do we got next?
Shanka.
Shanka, I know where you're from, but I don't remember where you're from. So why don't you just tell me where you're from?
This is just like last time. I'm from Liverpool, England. My Firefall hasn't worked for quite a while, but I have one question that seems to be installing successfully. Have you guys missed me, if you remember me?
I
Yes.
have. I thought about you yesterday
In the shower.
in the shower.
Just kidding.
Shanka shower. I was like, where is that guy? Where have you been? Here you are.
Wow.
I was trying to be creepy, but
Perfect.
you
The
just
perfect
deflected
response.
it.
You guys have a good day.
Thanks, man. You too.
Wow.
That was maybe my favorite question. Do you miss me? Perfect. Have a great day. Oh, that's awesome. Shanka.
All right, I pulled in Asolar, a solar.
I don't think it's Asolar.
It could be.
What if it is?
Asolar?
Yeah,
Where are you from? And what can we do for you?
I'm from Denmark.
Nice.
Sweet. So, what's your question today?
Well, I have two. The first is about the Battleframe Garage.
Uh-huh.
About the models.
Yeah.
If we get a new animation for that, for the chassis and the servers. Since that's been in the Battleframe Garage for a long time.
Oh, the visual upgrades you're talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. Another one that a lot of people want to see. I think I'm not sure where we're at on that, honestly.
I don't know either.
You don't know?
I'm out of the loop.
You're on the art team.
Well, I know, but on the other end.
Damn it, it's the wrong end.
Isn't it always?
I think there are some technical issues with how they work with decals. I think still that need to get sorted out. I'm not sure what the plan is for rolling those out, but it sounds like we're getting close to I think Matt and I were just actually talking to Lutz yesterday about this,
Oh, okay, cool.
and it sounds like the decals are an issue, but we're making progress.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
So another question is about the Diamond Head.
Yeah.
Do we have about an estimate time when it comes out? Is it 1 month or 3-4 months or what?
No, unfortunately, I don't have an ETA. I know that we're still working on one of our designer that's working on that, still like working on that. We need a lot of art.
DeMarcus and all his guys are working on that, right?
Yeah, so a lot of the world builders are working on that. There's some working on some other things.
Right. Ooh, other things.
Well, so the other campaign stuff. So missions 6, 7, and 8, which have not been released yet.
Right.
Yeah, all
So
those
that's-
guys are working really hard.
Yeah, so we have teams working on both of those, and it seems like right now, based on what I've seen in Diamond Head, we're missing a lot of modeling support too. So there's a lot of stuff in there that's just like BSP blockout still because we don't have the models for that yet. So, but it's there for like gameplay testing. And we had Kirk on to talk about the global leaderboards and stuff
Mr.
like
Bro
that.
Gamer himself.
Programmer, you're the bro gamer.
Damn it, I did it again.
Go play Call of Duty, bro.
Sorry.
So
I like that game.
we're also gonna. So we have programmer also working on the leaderboards so that we can and the global syncing system so that when you do so that you don't have to worry about like you did all the work and donated all this stuff to push back Diamond Head here and then in 3 days when you log on you're on a different Diamond Head where none of that work has been done.
Right.
So that's all going to get globally updated. So we've been working on that system as well.
So it's basically in a few months or half a year maybe.
Half a year is probably a little long, but like I said, I'm not sure yet.
We're
it's hard to
definitely
give us-
actively working on it.
Yeah, it's something we're still actively working on.
It's a big priority.
And making sure that it's polished and the play spaces work well and everything, that's a really huge part of it. So
Yeah.
it'll come out when everyone feels like it's solid. You guys can get a great experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't
Well-
give a timeline on that. I'm really sorry.
Well, thanks for the question, and thank you also for taking out the one animation in the test server. It's
I saw your post on that.
yeah.
Thank you for calling all the way from Denmark. Appreciate it.
All the way from Denmark.
All the way from Denmark. That's far.
It's quite a way.
That's really far. I'm not sure on exact mileage. Pretty far.
Pretty far. Pretty far is a mile, right?
Yeah. A mile is pretty far. Who do we have next?
Brutalizer.
The Brutalizer.
Hey guys,
Hey, where are you
Hi.
from?
Canada.
Sweet.
Canada, nice.
I thought he said panda for a minute, and I was like, wow, panda.
I'm from a
Anyway.
panda.
What can we
Continue.
do for you?
Hey guys, first of all, I want to give props, I guess, to Sarah for putting out the latest batch of her team,
Yeah.
We
putting
don't
out the latest batch of the Kissaton masks. That was absolutely awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't model them or anything.
But
Yeah, you did. Take all the credit.
my question,
Okay.
is in regards to battle frames and new battle frames. When would we see new battle frames come out?
That's a good question. I answered that on chat a little
Yeah.
earlier because I wanted to ask the question, but that's a good question to ask because we have mentioned previously that we do want to release them on a regular basis. There are no plans right now to work on the battle frames, so it may be later this year. We may work on one, but I don't know for sure. And maybe it's something that we're not ready for yet because we want to make sure that we get content in there.
Yeah.
Whereas battle frames are replayable content because it's like it should be a different play style than what you normally play. But the idea is that we get some missions in campaign stuff, open world PvP, the instance boss stuff, and the pushback. We're working on all those, and then combat's basically. I think right now they're working on design passes for the current frames, and I think they're monitoring perks and doing some rebalancing on perks. So, for example, on PTS, I believe melee's cooldown has been reduced to 2 seconds from 3, and stuff like that. So
That's good.
The combat's like looking at making sure that the combat experience is going to be good, especially when it comes to open world PvP. That's just going to be absolute chaos for all of that stuff.
Well, yeah, PvP is always hard to balance. But
Yeah.
What about Archangel? Because it was kind of semi-complete a few months back now.
It wasn't semi. I would maybe say it was at 10% complete. So the thing is I know people have messed around with a frame, an unreleased frame or two, and the thing is they need to be entirely modeled. They need, like, basically they were prototyped. So I mean the design prototype was done, but even the arsenal changed pretty. At least it changed a bit from its initial prototype. Mm-hmm. So it's not really. It wasn't nearly semi-complete. There was still a lot of work to be done on it. And unfortunately, we don't have the time and resources to commit to that if we want to focus on content. So the idea is that we're going to focus on more playable content as opposed to go back and do that. Although I know Xenogenics like really excited to go back and work on some of those, but there's other things we want to do. Another thing the combat team's working on is like those recipes that you're supposed to get from salvaging and stuff like that. So.
Okay, so is it safe to say next year?
Maybe I wouldn't be. I'm not safe to say anything outside of what we're working on currently because plans change. That's kind of how our development process works. We have a backlog of like different tasks and features we want to get in, and then, 2 months later, some community feedback may come in or a great suggestion may come in, and all of a sudden like that may shift and we may be like, oh, that's really cool. Let's put that up here, and that shifts everything down. So I can't say when it'll be worked on. All I can tell you is what we're working on now, and just because that's the way the process works.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Sweet. Thank you so much for calling in, and that's going to be all the time we have for Q&A today.
Really?
Yeah,
Can we get one more really quick?
Okay, one more really quick, like 2 minutes quick.
This one's just for you.
For me?
Yes.
Oh, golly.
It's Shira.
Shira! I should know where you're from.
Hello. You should, but
But I don't. So why don't you just tell me?
Well, just for Sarah, I'm from Firefall.
From Firefall.
Last time.
Oh, Foul
It's my
Foul.
favorite.
There's someone in chat. Oh, right there. It's Foul Foul M something. They've changed their Twitch name to Foul Foul.
That's awesome.
You've
I'm
created a
honored.
thing, Sarah.
And somewhat offended, but mostly honored.
Shira, I'm sorry. Where are you from, Shira?
Macedonia.
Macedonia.
Ooh, cool.
Why? Don't I remember that? It's the coolest place. I'm sorry. I'm awful. What can we do for you, man? Real quick, what can we do for you?
Yeah, so my question was, with all these frame reworks you guys are doing, are we gonna get to see some new abilities, or at least old abilities that you can craft with more optional components?
Possibly. So it sounds like what we're doing is that if we want to rework an ability, like we did this with Trailblaze and then Bulwark, and try something completely new, we'll then turn that into an optional thing, or we'll change it and then turn the old version into an optional thing. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's hard to say one way or the other, especially when it comes down to new abilities. So the Electron got a brand new passive, like completely different than Failsafe, but that not all the frames may warrant a whole new ability or stuff like that. But variation in abilities is definitely something we want to work on. It's definitely pretty awesome. It'd be awesome to have.
Yeah. So thank you, Shira. Thank you for calling in, and I apologize again for not remembering you're from Macedonia. Ridiculous. Thank you
Shira.
for calling in. So if you did not get your question answered, please go to the forums and post your questions there. Visit us on our social media channels at Firefall on Twitter and Facebook.com/Firefall on Facebook. Post on the wall. Send us a comment. Send us a tweet.
You can even write in mail.
You could even handwrite mail.
Before we go into Do You Even Art Bro, I just want to clarify.
Okay.
When he thanked me for I had a hard time understanding what he was saying because
Right.
the earpiece is not working with my
When
ear.
you took credit for designing all
No,
the...
I know. I wanted to clarify that. I was confused. I want to say thank you on behalf of the entire art team because I did not do those. I just wanted to make
Yeah,
sure.
you did them.
No, I did not.
You did them all. That's what we heard here. That's what, right?
I had no part in them.
I
just wanna
heard
make
I heard
sure
Sarah
that's
say that
clear.
she was the art team. I'm
No.
not sure.
I just did the ads.
I'm kidding. No. There's a whole team of people involved in that, and we have such incredible artists
Yeah.
here. We
So-
really do. The whole art team.
Thank you on behalf of all of them.
Wow, yeah,
but
that's very
not
nice of you. I don't think
me.
anyone thought you meant that.
I'm going to be egged when I walk back into the
No,
building.
you're not.
I hear you think
hate
you're the whole
you.
art team, Sarah. No, the art team's very nice. They're nice people here.
No, they're awesome.
Yeah, they really are. So we're going to go ahead and move in to everyone's favorite segment, especially Sarah's and especially mine, of course. Frank's maybe his second favorite segment. Do you even art, bro?
Do you even art, bro?
Oh, yeah. I never get enough of that intro. I love
You'll
that
never get
intro.
it again either.
Oh,
Wow.
Just kidding. Well, I'm not kidding.
Man.
I mean, that's going to happen, but
wow.
It's 2:30 too soon. So we, for Do You Even Art Bro, this week we have got, we're announcing the art winner from last month, the Do You Even Art Bro for February. That's the month that I was thinking of. I was going to say January. It's already March. Goodness gracious, I'm getting old.
it's almost 2015.
I know, dear God, I feel like it. Do You Even Art Bro, we had our monthly winner. The community voted. It was a close vote between Rotor 6 and Papa U. Am I saying that correctly?
Sure.
I didn't
think
write it
so.
down.
I know what you're talking
I think
about.
it is. Anyway, Rotor 6 made the Papercraft LGV, and we actually brought it into the studio. He sent it to me, but I figured, why should I get to keep it on my desk? Even though Rotor 6 was very nice in sending it to me. I wanted to keep it on the set at all times, right here over my left shoulder. It's right up there on the stack. It's pretty awesome.
It's
Yeah, it's an awesome LGV. So it will stay on the stage forever. And if it doesn't, I will take it back because I love that thing. It was a close match, but in the end, the winner was Show the Art. Oh, Papa you.
very cool.
I think I'm saying that correctly.
I really like
this
how
was
this turned
awesome.
out.
Yeah.
I love all the textures and how you can see all the brush strokes and everything. It's just awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
I like the birds.
The birds.
The birds.
Great stuff. Congratulations, Papa. You won. You're the winner for Do You Even Art Bro in February. You'll move on to the Tournament of Champions at the end of the year. So looking forward to seeing that. So now we've got brand new art starting this month off, and our first art piece is sent in by Krezetik.
Oh, wow.
Krezetik. I don't know. It's just
I think
hard.
you got it right the second
sometimes.
time.
Right?
Or I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not even gonna waste people's time. by
One of
trying
those
to pronounce
times.
It.
This is Fires from Heaven. This is an awesome piece.
Yes.
Really love this. Next up, we've got Blue Sharp. They sent
got
in a
that
piece called Chosen Shop.
This is adorable.
It's so cute. It's a little cartoon. I love it. And last but not least, this is sent in from Shugli. This is a hilarious piece called Pulp Fow Fow. Pulp Fow Fow.
Oh, my God.
Get Sarah.
my
Get
goodness.
Sarah's face. You gotta get Sarah's face. Cameras, quick. She's crying. She's crying right now. She's mortified. She's horrified, stupefied.
Oh, my God.
I love it. I love it. I
really
told
funny.
Shugli that I would not show this to you guys before, and as promised, look at the shock on Sarah's face. That is hilarious. Oh man, that is so awesome.
Wow. Uma Thurman has really big hands. That's how big her hand is. It's like massive.
She really does. She has man hands.
Goes well with the perk.
Yeah. She can change
Bringing
out.
it all back in.
Oh God. I'm gonna have to go for, as funny as Pope Fow is. I'm gonna go for Fires from Heaven. Kresitik. Damn it. I'm going with Fires from Heaven.
I think I might also have to go with that just because you butchered that poor person's name so badly.
I know, I really did. I feel really bad.
And it's a beautiful piece. Shugli, I love you. That was
Shugli's
incredible.
so good at these.
So amazing.
He submits some amazing art.
He really does. Frank, for the record, who are you going with?
Just to make everyone drink, Fires.
Fires from Heaven. That's unanimous. Drink up.
Wait, is that a new drinking game?
Yeah, if we
Let's
pick
spin the
unanimously.
drinking game. Yeah.
Oh.
So really quick, we also have an art piece from Brojo Jojon.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, last year's Tournament of Champions
Full-on
victor.
champion.
Yes, full-on champion. He has sent in another piece that he actually wrote an entire background story for. He made he's a long thread about it in the forums showing like the progress of this. I think he has a
Fantastic.
video also chronicling the progress of this art piece.
Yeah, he
it's an
does. Yeah.
awesome art piece. I love it. I like this even better than his last year's piece, but since he was a Tournament of Champion winner last year, he can't enter, like he's not eligible, but I definitely want to showcase his art and give him all the love that we can. This is called The Hounds, and it's awesome.
Wow.
He's really talented.
He really is. And almost more so than the style of art on this one, it's his descriptive backstory for these. Like he's got a whole story. He's got names, where they come from, why their battle frames look the way they do, how they've had to adapt to their environment. It's an awesome story. I think it would make a great short story for Firefall.
Cool.
Brojo Jojon, again, you're an artist, incredible artist. Thank you so much for taking your time to do that. I definitely wanted to give him the love that he deserves. So, once again, Krazik, you are the winner for this week, and you will move on to the end of the month against the other weekly winners for the fan art Do You Even Air Bro fan art contest. Every single Wednesday on our Facebook page, we show caption this contest. It is a candid picture of our developers from around the office. This week we took a snapshot of Waffle Wednesday, which is this awesome thing. We show up early, and we make waffles for the dev team.
What's this we? I mean, it's all.
You know what? This
it's
is true.
like Rob and Hilda and Daniel Salzito.
Rob, candidate, Hilda Ponce, and Daniel Salzito volunteer their time to come in early and make waffles for everybody.
Right.
And the winning caption from Jonathan Lear: our 5 employees have many talents, including eating waffles, drinking waffles, and even snorting waffles.
And before anyone says anything, really, like, okay, that's a really good comment. But before anyone says anything, we come in early to enjoy breakfast.
Yeah.
It's not during while we're supposed to be working.
This is why we don't have content.
Just to get that out there.
Yeah.
This is us coming in early on Wednesday
on our own time to get
to enjoy each other's company and enjoy some waffles.
And it really does look like Roman is snorting some powdered sugar, maybe?
He should. That's
Roman.
That's so Roman.
So Roman.
That's the Beebs.
So, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna,
Is that what she said?
Yeah, she said cry. Now, if you saw Frank's post in the forums earlier this morning, and if you've been reading chat at all, you know that today is unfortunately my last day with Red 5, which means that today is my last show on Firefall Live.
Rouse.
Oh, God.
Rouse.
So I just wanted to say a couple quick words. I am, when I got this job, it was like an awesome, I know. No, it's not gonna happen. When I got this job, it was an awesome moment in my life. I was so lucky to get this job, and it was honestly just a real blessing for me, because it was at a time that I really needed a win, and it really helped me and kind of spark a passion in my life at a time where I really needed it. And the opportunity that Red 5 has given me is an incredible one. And the Firefall community is amazing. From starting off the hashtag Team Sweat Rag to just supporting me. throughout this, and watching the show and watching, Frank, I, and Matt up here every single Friday has been awesome. And it's been an awesome experience for me. Being on Firefall Live has been my dream. Like, to be able to, if you know me at all, you know I like being in front of a camera. So being able to do this once a week has truly been an awesome time for me. And I just want to thank everyone at Red 5 that gave me a shot and brought me on, because it has really changed my life and has now helped open doors. And it's just, it's bittersweet. I'm excited for the next chapter of my life, but I'm also very, very thankful. And I'm taking away a ton of awesome memories, awesome friends, and I really, really appreciate it. And I think Firefall is going to be a huge success. I wish nothing but the best for Red 5, and just thank you, the community, so much for being so supportive. It's been awesome. And Team Sweat Rag for life. That's right. Got through that whole thing. So thank you so much. There is one more piece.
Here, put it there.
Oh, come on. You, Frank, and Matt being up here. And Sarah, you're going to do an awesome job on the show. Oh, damn it. Get that thing out of here. This slender man over here. Get that out of here. Frank and Matt doing the show with you guys every week was awesome. It was the chemistry that we had on the show was great, and it was a good time. And I'm just honored. I just really am honored. And so, oh man, damn it! Oh, all of the feels. What we're gonna do right now is an awesome thing
That we should have done last week.
That we should have done last week, but I'm glad we didn't, because now we don't have to end on that stupid, sad, crappy note that is bringing the feels to my ears and my eyes. I don't know why my ears.
Do you weep from your ears?
I weep from my ears. I'm gonna get it checked out. I'm hoping everything's okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Sarah is now the new full-time co-host with Frank. They're
Yep.
going to be here every single week bringing you guys the Red 5 news, the Firefall updates. It's going to be an awesome show. I look forward to watching it every Friday morning. We've got to knight you. Please, get on one knee.
I'm staying right here
No.
so that there's no...
And we're knighting you with a katana.
Here. Oh, goodness.
Now, I said I was going to keep it in the case, but that's kind of lame. Okay, Sarah, don't move.
Don't King Ralph her.
Sarah!
Don't nick her ear.
I'm not going to nick her ear. The plane's turned away. Okay, Sarah,
Oh, this is just a disaster.
good luck to you. You are now officially a member of the Couch Council, and I salute you. May your days be filled
Wait a
with
minute.
joy.
So I don't...
It's gonna fall.
No, that's good.
It's gonna fall.
No, damn it. Why is your head so small?
Why are we insulting Sarah so much today?
The crown. The crown is so
I'm
small.
sorry. I'm sorry for your headsets for screaming right there. I'm really sorry for your ears.
Sorry.
There you go.
I have knighted her. You are now officially a member of the Couch Council.
Yay.
This is a samurai sword. This is not.
It's not a... Give me that.
This is a
Give me my sword.
I'm gonna hurt myself.
I feel like I'm balancing books on top of my head. I'm a lady. I'm so proper.
That was nice. You're knighted. Now you're official
Thank you
member.
for knighting me.
You're welcome. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.
Hail the Queen of
All hail
Firefall.
the Queen of Firefall. Thank you so much for watching once again. I really appreciate everything. Team Sweat Rag for life. Keeping that up. Look forward to seeing you guys in the future. I'm sure in this small industry we'll run into each other again.
Oh, yeah.
You're like my second family. Thank you so much. Thank you to the community. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend.